Yes. How you all doing? It is what it is. Come on, let's go. Come on. It's all about NBA. That's it. All about NBA final. Right now, I have in the studio Ezzy, the main man, the host of the show. The main man is here. You know what I'm talking about. Ezzy, all the way from Michigan. It's right here. Jayelicious is also here. I call him Jayelicious. You know what I'm talking about. It's all about NBA, brother. You're welcome. You're welcome. Jayelicious, what's going on, bro?
I'm good, man. I'm good.
All right, that's the spirit. You're welcome, man. All right, Ezzy. What's going on, bro?
What's going on, everybody?
All right, it is what it is, bro. Yes,
sir.
we know what we are talking about. Also have in the studio right now, his name is KJ. Coyote Joe is online, all the way from Canada. What's going on, bro? KJ DCP.
Yeah, how you doing?
Yeah, precious, bro. Precious. All right. All right, let me take it off. All right, now these are the main guy I'm talking about. KJ.
Yep, it's gonna be a packed show. What's going on, fellas?
Let's do this.
Yep. Happy Wednesday.
It's not Wednesday. It's Tuesday.
Today's Tuesday.
I mean Tuesday. It feels
What's going on
like
with you?
I'm telling you.
Why are you in a rush?
My days are running into one.
Why are you in a rush? What's happening this weekend? You
Well-
won Wednesday already.
Well, this weekend, what is happening is I'm gonna be in Boston. So I'm gonna be watching game 6. So if
Wow.
Where are you watching it from, though?
well, from the outside. Yeah, little disclaimer. Yeah, I'll be outside because the ticket prices are like $1,200. The least ticket, no nosebleed. There's no way. All right, cool. Let's get to it. Now let's talk about game 4, when the Warriors tied the series 2-2. Steph Curry went off. They did what they had supposed to do. Draymond Green was kind of, he had his moment. But let's talk about Steph. Some people are saying, maybe Steph doesn't have it like he used to. What do you all think? I'll start with Jai. Game 5.
I mean,
Game 4.
You know my stance on that, man. Like,
Right.
I mean, I don't think at this stage or at this point in the NBA, anyone who knows basketball can say Steph doesn't have it just because he had an off game in playoffs, right?
Right.
I mean, that was a big scene, a big stage, but he's human after all. Like, what's it, like 133 playoff games, hidden
Right.
threes. It just happened. And great defense by the Boston Celtics, right? Like, they played him good defense, and so that's why he couldn't really get his shot going. But you have to understand that that's why you have a great team, because sometimes one player steps up,
Yeah.
another time another player steps up, and they have so many weapons, right?
Yeah,
So
they do.
today was Steph that didn't play well. The other day was great Draymond Green. The other day was Klay Thompson. The other day, I don't see it's a big deal.
Yeah. But I'm talking about game 4. Game 4, Steph played well. Yeah, like.
Oh, you mean
43
game
points.
4? I thought you were talking
Yeah.
about game 5. My bad.
Sorry. Yeah.
I mean game 4.
Yeah.
Steph, man.
Steph was Steph. 43 points, 10 rebounds. So that
10
was.
rebounds. Yeah.
Yeah,
I
he
mean,
killed
Steph
it.
is. I always say Steph is not human. I don't care what anybody says. And I think, let me quote him. Steph Curry is the greatest shooter God has ever created. Everybody knows that. So that's
not Ray Allen.
That's no. I mean, come on, man. Like, seriously, Ray Allen, Steph Curry, not on the same page. I love Ray Allen, don't get me wrong, but Steph Curry, Ray Allen, nah.
Nah.
Steph. Even Ray Allen would tell you it's Steph.
Well, that's people can argue that, but KJ, I want to get your opinion. What do you think of Steph in Game 4?
Well,
he went off for 43 points.
You know what happened?
Mm-hmm.
Most times when I don't know these NBA players, some of them when they are hurt and they're not 100% and they have to go, they tend to play very well. So I was expecting a good game from Steph in Game 4,
Mm-hmm.
and he proved me right. He was phenomenal. He had even 10 assists, which was good as well. So not only did he score, he facilitated at least minimum 20 points
Right.
in assist, right? So when you had that together, you can actually say Steph had between 60 to 70 points. You know what I'm saying? In assist and points, because
He
those
did what he had
assists
to do.
exactly to carry the game, because they can't go 3-1.
Right.
It is impossible. So he had to do that. And one thing you guys have to, I know we're talking about Steph, but you have to give it to Wiggins, the most consistent.
Oh, we're gonna get to that. No, don't let the cat out yet.
Exactly.
We're coming to that.
The
That's
most
Game 5.
consistent, the most consistent out of the team so far. It's been so consistent. And so Steph is Steph. Steph did his thing and he carried the team. And trust me, he did well. I expected that, but what I didn't expect was what happened yesterday.
Yeah. So good segue. Let's talk about Game 5, yesterday's game.
10 rebounds. Yeah. Right?
Yeah. So let's talk about yesterday's game. Wiggins, T.O. boy, represented. He did what yesterday. I was talking to Jai and some fellas. I said Andew Wiggin should be the Finals MVP. That's me. I think I got carried away. I know it's going to be Steph, but I want to talk about it.
That's not kind of you. You want to steal it from? You want to take it from Steph? That's one thing Steph has been chasing. He wants that so bad. More than anything, he wants that Finals MVP. He's never going to win the Defensive Player of the Year or anything, but that's one award he actually needs to cap everything off. You know what I'm saying? If he gets that 4th ring and then the MVP, I don't think he will care about.
But look at the whole series though so far, right? Like I felt like Wiggins has been like
if not for Steph,
do
you think there will be game 6?
Well,
and what you have to understand easy is this as well, right? Yeah. Every player, you have to when you had Michael Jordan, you had Scottie Pippen, you had what's his name, Ron Harper's, you had the Tony Kukoc and those guys, right? Steve Kerr's, Dennis Rodman. Now they did their part, but the reason why great teams do well is because they have to have a great player in their midst to allow them to do what they can do and function. Wiggins is the most consistent. I agree. Just like when they were winning championship, it was Andre Iguodala then that was the most consistent, right? But that's because they have Steph. Think about it, because if you want to double Steph, it leaves guys open. If you don't double him, he's going to shoot the threes. So it makes other guys play even better to their potential when they have someone like Steph in the team. So that's why sometimes when they give the MVP of the playoffs, people say, oh, but this guy played well. Why are they giving LeBron? Because they're the most influential player on that team. Without them, those players wouldn't function the way they played, right? And that's what happens with Wiggins as well. I would
even add that when you see Steph with the ball, you see how they double or triple team him at times.
Yeah.
There's a lot of things Steph is offering that team, even if it's not scoring or playing that well. They have to keep him on a leash. They have to keep an eye on Steph all the time. This guy can go off anytime. So they have to double team in, and then someone is left open. And you can see Wiggins tried to, try the 3-ball. The 3-ball wasn't going down for him. And he did say after the game that, you know what changed? I attacked the rim.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
So everything opened up.
Everything opened up. Because you have Corey on the perimeter, you have Clay, you have Poole. and everything was open. So the guy was just attacking. So Curry deserves the MVP. Trust me.
Well, when people tell me trust me, that's when I.
You don't trust, right?
Especially Nigerians.
That's when you switch gears, man.
Yeah.
All right, cool. Now Draymond Green. So, we've had this conversation with my guys. Like, some people feel like Draymond is, he's a problem. Some people call him tout even. Some people even say, well, he's the engine of the team. I love Draymond. He's from Michigan, Saginaw. He represented, the 989 area code of Saginaw. Now, I know Draymond brings a lot to the table, but in Game 4, he had like 2 points, and he fouled out. In Game 5, he fouled out too.
Triple single.
Triple single, yeah. 889 or something like that, yeah.
What is wrong with Draymond Green? How come people don't really embrace him the way they, love Steph Curry? But I know he's very good.
Draymond got distracted a little bit, but he came back home in Game 5. So you know what I'm saying? Draymond is not the old Draymond, And if you look at it, where Draymond is very, very valuable is in terms of assist. Is a good passer. If he can concentrate on passing the ball,
What about his defense? He was a former defensive player of the year.
Yeah, his defense is not what it used to be. You know what I'm saying? I'm not sure if it's age or if he's tired or something, but his defense. And also, you have to look at matchups too. He's so small compared to Robert Williams, or what's that guy's name?
Williams. Yeah.
Williams.
The guy with the dreads, right? Yeah.
Exactly. That guy is huge.
Yeah.
Well,
you know what I'm saying? Boston is big. It's Alford is even bigger than Draymond.
Alford.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alford,
So
yeah.
exactly.
Yeah.
But the toughness though. Draymond's supposed to.
Here's the thing, right?
Yeah.
They're very. It's very rare to find two-way players that last long in the league, right? Michael Jordan was an anomaly. LeBron is an anomaly. Draymond used to be a very good two-way player, right? But the thing is, it takes a toll on your body, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because you're playing offense and defense. And he's the engine room of, whether you like it to see it or not, he's still the engine room of the Golden State Warriors. I mean, everything revolves around Steph, but Draymond is a key part of it. I'm biased because, I like Draymond anyways. I'm on the Warriors. He's my favorite player.
Okay.
Mike
is here. My guy Mike.
Yeah, Mike is here.
He's on the show. We've been trying to get him for like 10 years to be on the show.
Hey, Mike.
What's up?
I've known Mike for like over 2 decades, all the way. And he's a big basketball, not only a fan, a player too. I've seen Michael ball. So, Mike, what's going on, my brother?
Yeah, man, we're live, finally.
I hear you. So, Mike, we're talking about Draymond Green before you join. I know we've had conversations in the WhatsApp group.
Yeah, he's a thug, man. He's a thug.
Oh man, talk to me.
Oh, man.
What makes him a thug?
Three-time
NBA champion.
I don't think he's a thug, but I see two things with this guy. He reminds me of Dennis Rodman. When Dennis Rodman came in the league, he was a solid two-way player. He was actually more of a scorer than he was a rebounder and defensive player. But over the years, he learned to find his niche. And I think the problem with Draymond, I just don't see that focus anymore. He's busy podcasting, like he's fighting over the ball on the court. Like, what does that have to do with winning the championship?
Right.
You know what I mean? So, yeah, and I think that's what makes Rodman the greatest. It's that attention to detail, and that's what Isaiah Thomas is talking about. That's what all these other guys are talking about. And maybe he just doesn't want it anymore. He's tired. I don't know what it is, but I think he has more to give. They don't need him to score, as you can see yesterday. Facilitate, cause trouble, do all the dirty work, and it opens up the floor for the rest of the team. And he needs to give that podcast a rest, man. When he wins the championship, he can podcast for the whole summer. We don't care, man.
But here's the thing. Sorry, before KJ, because I know KJ have to cut in on stuff. But here's the thing that people still don't understand, right? with Draymond, he still does the stuff that stats don't show. 100%. Like the only stats you're gonna see are the points, the rebounds, the assists. They're integral details that these guys do that you don't like doesn't show up on stats. He still does that very well because without Draymond on that team, I don't think they'll be anywhere close to where they are right now. I mean, some people will disagree because hey, they'll say Steph, but imagine taking Draymond out of games 5. Which games have they won? I think games 1, 4 and 5.
Yeah.
Take Draymond out of the mix, even though he was fouled out and all that. Do you think they would still won the game?
Probably.
I don't think anybody else would have.
Steph Curry. Yeah.
Well, that's left to be said. There's things, like I said, there's things that don't show up on stat sheets. And
I agree with you.
That's a key thing.
Draymond
this series should have been over last night.
You think so?
If Draymond was on point for those 2 other games, this series is over.
That's true.
Okay. All right.
That's true. But let's see what happens in 6.
Game 6.
I don't know. Because the 2 teams, I have to tell you, those guys are so inconsistent.
Which guys?
Yeah.
The Celtics or the
both teams?
Both.
Yeah, you're right, TJ. You're right. You can get to game 6 and it's going to be a blow.
And then everything
blow them out.
Exactly.
Yeah. So
you're
right.
It's kind of. But Boston, they've lost 2 games back to back. What are their chances? Like, I'll start with Mike.
I think they're going to take game 6. I think they're going to come with that focus. Ime Udoka is a hell of a coach, and I think he'll rally them. And they're at home, so you can't discount that. So I'm going to give them the win, but I think GSW closes this thing down in game 7.
You think it's going to go to game 7?
I think it's going to be a tough game 6, but I think they close it in game 7.
Oh, okay. Jai, you're laughing. You don't think so?
If only wishes were horses, right?
We were right?
My wish is that, Golden State closes out in game 6. That's my wish and my preference. But in reality, that's one thing we have to face. And Mike said it best. Their coach is a hell of a coach, man. Yeah. I don't think he's gonna lose 3 games in a row.
Right.
What can Golden State do to stop that and make sure that they win? I think they just need to come out aggressive, play some serious defense, and if Wiggins can replicate what he did in game 5, then they stand a chance. Steph is not going to score less than 20 points like he did in game 5. I don't think so. So
you think they're going to lock him down?
No, I mean I'm saying he's going to score more points.
Oh, okay.
Like Steph is not gonna. He's not. I mean, how many points did he score last
night? Just shooting
he's probably still in the gym shooting right now. So he's not gonna score just 14 points or how many points he scored. So we'll see.
Okay, what do you think? You think Boston will take it to game 7 like Michael and Jai said?
If they can cut down on the turnovers, they had a lot of turnovers yesterday. And what's his name? Jaylen Brown was just turning the ball over like hot potato. Like, I don't know what's going on with him. He keeps dropping the ball when he's dribbling. And Jason, I'm talking about Jaylen Brown. Jason Tatum he ran into some problems a little bit, but double team whereby, like there are 2 or 3 possessions where they grabbed the ball from him. Yeah. It's like he wasn't there. And he made some moves in third quarter, passing the ball.
We started shooting his threes.
And then Boston started shooting threes. But in the second quarter, for like few possessions, both teams were just shooting threes and the ball wasn't going in.
Right.
So if Boston can cut down on the turnovers, they had almost 20 yesterday versus Golden State having less than 10, like 6 or 7. So think about that. That's a lot.
And they're playing at home, so there will be the home
playing
factor.
At home,
Yeah, they are playing at home, but they've lost game at home.
They have.
They've lost how many games at home? Like 3 or 4.
Well, you talking in general or
just
in
general against Milwaukee and Miami. So that's why I said they're just so inconsistent. I don't even know what to say about it.
I see Olu. Shout out to Olu in New York. Olu said that Klay Thompson will show up in game 6.
Game 6, yeah.
What do you mean Klay Thompson will show up? He's been showing up. Look at all his stats all around.
Has he been showing up though?
Listen. Go and
Old
check.
Clay.
Go and check.
Well, he's not old Clay. Yeah, I mean,
He's not old Clay.
Let me say something.
Yeah.
Go and check his stats from 2016.
No, we're talking about this series.
I'm just saying, it's the same stats. Go and check it. I watched the show this morning. I watched the show this morning, and they compared all his stats. It's the same. I'm telling you,
Mike.
we are just looking. It's just because they score in volumes back then. That's why we are seeing it different. It's been within that range, but
I want to get your thought, Mike.
Mike. Here's another thing a lot of people are not considering, right? And this is just me. I think there's 86 games in the season, regular season, right? It's 82 games, 82 or 86 games, right? Then they have the playoffs. These guys are probably tired. Right. I think the key players are probably getting tired. Like you see it in Jaylen Brown, you could see it in Jason Tatum, you could see it in Steph Curry, you could see it probably in Draymond Green.
They get paid enough not to get tired, though.
There's one. Yeah, no.
I'll take quarter of a meal, and I hear you tired.
I hear you.
To sit on the bench, right?
It's the mind is probably not tired, but the bodies are showing it, right? And it's showing up in the game. So maybe that's a factor. Guys like Wiggins who haven't had to, not that they haven't done much, but the focus hasn't been on them that much. The spotlight hasn't been on them. Have been able to just grind it out, and I think that's where people like Wiggins, the Jordan Pooles, the
Gary Payton Jr.
Gary Payton Jr.'s, those guys can grind it out because number one, they're younger, and the spotlight hasn't been too much on them, so they can grind it out and come up with big numbers. Boston players are, they seem tired to me in Game 5. Not to say that Golden State didn't play well enough, but I think
the hustle was not there.
Yeah, the hustle wasn't there.
Mike.
I think two things. One, to go back to Clay, there's a difference between stat sheet and impact on the game in key moments. And I think what we're missing is Clay's key moments, those big shots that he used to hit. He's missing those. And it changes your defense tremendously when you know a guy can hit that big shot. They're letting him take those shots because they're saying, well, if I've got Curry and I've got Wiggins, Clay is the third guy right now, to be honest. Right? Wiggins is scoring, but it's impactful scoring. He's scoring at the right time, making the right plays, the right steal, and it's turning those runs, right? Clay's not really turning the runs. Clay's coming in and getting his points within the run, which is a little different. And I think that's what sometimes separates the superstars from the all-stars, right?
Yeah, because there were a few times he shot yesterday and just, hitting the rim. I'm like, this is not the same Clay.
I understand what you guys are saying. And Olu made a valid point that his defensive plays, that one is, that's low because he used to be a very good player. That's off. So
Wiggins has taken over from that.
Or maybe because, maybe two things. After coming out of that nasty injury, and then probably because, I have Wiggins. Why do I have to stress myself kind of attitude, I don't know.
But he's a baller. Like, once you're a baller, you always want to give your 100%. So
you're talking about millionaires, right?
Well, Mike, I want to get your take on that. I know there's
something about knee injuries, and I know I've had 3-4 of those surgeries. It changes you, man. Like, even if you've got the skill, mentally it changes the way you approach the game, how aggressive you are, the way you cut your pivot. It changes you, especially when you start getting older. These guys have been doing it for a while, and he's probably now thinking longevity, make a couple more bucks. So he's gonna play enough to keep winning. But I don't know if he can play the way he did, even just mentally. There's a block there that happens when you get injured. It took Vince Carter forever to get back to former Vince, and he never really did get back to former Vince.
No, he never did.
Right?
No,
he never
just
did.
That's
why he started settling for shots.
Yeah.
That's what happens, man.
And he's been like that, though. He's been a little bit lazy, even when he was quitting on Toronto.
Now you're changing everything.
No, you didn't quit on Toronto.
Talking about something that happened decades ago.
I know. We are like the bitter ex-boyfriends.
No, I got nothing
Talking
but love
about Vince
I got love for Vince, man. Nothing but love. He had to leave. I can't blame him, but anyway.
No doubt. That's another day. We have to talk about that one. So who will make a difference for the Boston Celtics in Game 6 that will keep them alive? Like, I really wanted to know who's that guy
Jaylen Brown
needs to step up.
it's got to be Jaylen Brown. I mean, we know Tatum is going to show up.
Yeah.
When they won Game 4, it was Jaylen Brown. He stepped up big time, so he has to be the one to step up again. And I remember was it Game 2 that they won where everyone was hitting threes, and we talked about it, right? You live and die by the threes. The threes are not always going to be there. What's going to drive your team is the forced turnovers, hitting those those 2-shot jumpers, mid-range shots and everything, right? And forcing and going to the basket. So if Jaylen can consistently do that, I don't think they need to rely on the threes. But if they play their game, and I trust that Email would do that, he'll tell them just play your game. And if Jaylen can step up, I mean, I don't want them to win, but it's very likely that they can pull it
It makes
off,
for the marketing. I see Mike dropped off. Thank you, Mike, for stopping by. Appreciate your contribution. Kay, who do you think need to make impact? We know Jaylen Brown. We know Jason Tatum is going to get his, right? Do you agree with Jai that Brown needs to step up?
I'm not gonna say just one person. You have to be the entire bench. This last game, the bench was not there, so the bench points needs to be more.
Mm-hmm.
So if the bench can step up, hit their points, their shots, that will help the team. It's not just one player. It has to be the bench. Yeah, the bench point wasn't there this last game. But when you check Golden State, they had more contributions from the bench.
Right.
Poole and the rest.
Yeah. So the second unit of Boston,
needs to step up.
Like, what's that guy that was fighting with Draymond Green from the bench? I forgot his name now. It's not William.
I think there are two Williams, aren't there?
Yeah.
Okay, maybe the second William. Yeah.
The
second William.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
Those guys. Yeah.
Jersey 12 or something like that.
I think so. I can't remember his number.
Yeah, it's Williams. It's Williams.
Yeah. He needs to. Those guys need to get it.
Yeah, they need to step
together.
up. Yeah, exactly. They need to step up. And then Jaylen Brown needs to pass the ball.
Pass the ball, shoot. He's a scorer.
If it's double teamed, cornered, he needs to release the ball on time and needs to make sure the ball sticks. Not dropping the ball, fumbling the ball all the time. Grant Williams.
Thanks, Olu. Yeah, thanks, Olu.
Grant Williams. Now,
that's the day.
Do you all think Golden State Warriors will take it in Game 6? Do you really, really think?
I'm not confident.
No?
Yeah.
Jai, what do you think? Like deep down.
I mean, I've already said I want them to take it, but like Coyote said, I'm not too confident that they can. I mean, I don't think Boston has lost 3 games. If they did, they would have been out. But they haven't lost 3 games.
Yeah, there's always the first time, though.
Exactly.
I know.
Golden State Warriors lost 3 games to the Cavs in 2016.
Yeah,
the Cavs one they were leading 3-1, and
no. I agree, but I'm just. I mean, like I said, my wish is that Golden State, closes the series.
But you can't say full chest that it's going to be a wrap.
I can't. It's Boston. On
Thursday.
It's Boston.
Have you been watching the series? Can't you see that they're both inconsistent?
Exactly.
Yeah. They are both inconsistent. Yeah, I know. Especially on the road.
Yeah, both home and on the road, they've just.
If you have to take who has been more inconsistent, I would say Boston has been more inconsistent than Golden State.
Because they lost 2 games. So, I didn't think they would lose yesterday, to be honest.
Yeah, same here. I mean, the way the game started, when they were knocking those shots, I was like, man, it seems going to be over for Golden State. But lo and behold, some guys stepped up. So we'll see.
Rallied everybody. Now, before we wrap up, Ime Udoka, do you all think he's here to stay? It's going to be like Popovich and Steve Kerr type coach. In a few years, he'll be assistant somebody else.
From me, I don't think he's going anywhere. At least minimum 5 years is going to be with Boston. He's a good coach. He proved that. Can you imagine how they started the season?
Yeah, they were like 12 of 10. Yeah.
No, way down. They were losing games, and then something changed, and then they started winning.
Yeah.
They started winning, and number 2 in the East. So the guy is a good coach, and the players they listen to him. They listen to him, and then the fact that they decided to make Smart the starting point guard changed everything.
Yeah, that was surprising. They got rid of Dennis Schroeder, my guy Dennis Schroeder.
I know, and then they made Smart it's actually, I would say, is the leader of the team. Is the toughest voice.
You mean Smart?
Yeah.
You mean Marcus Smart? Yeah.
He is.
I tend to agree. I tend to agree. He is. Yeah.
Exactly. So yeah.
Jai, what is your take? Ime Udoka, is it going to be a few season coach, head coach, and then it goes back to assistant somewhere?
Truth of the matter is,
you're ready to fire him, eh?
Yeah, unless someone comes with a better proposition or a good idea or something. But there's not too many good coaches like him in the league. And, I think Boston has been known to give coaches opportunities, right? The GM, the guy that was the coach that moved, what's his name again? The young guy.
Is it Brad Stevens?
Yeah, Brad Stevens.
Right?
He's an exceptionally smart guy. He's not going to let Udoka go. I mean, I see him more as, you're right. I don't know about Popovich because that's an anomaly right there. That's next level. But I see him staying for at least three to 5 seasons.
You have to remember that he was under Popovich for a while after playing for Spurs. So he learned a lot from Pop.
He learned a lot, yeah.
A lot from Pop. So trust me, if they kick him out, another thing will pick him up.
Oh, definitely.
For me, come on, man. Come on. You know what happened? They'll probably fire the new Lakers coach. I know get him off.
Take him, yeah.
Case in point, you see how they were chasing Nick Nurse of Raptors?
Yes.
Yeah.
You see, they're chasing him, actively trying to convince him to leave Raptors. Exactly. When you see a good coach that can actually make a team that nobody, they think, they can make some noise, but no one thought they'll walk over Milwaukee and Miami. But they were lucky. You have to give luck as part of the things there. They were lucky. Milwaukee was not complete. Middleton was injured, and then Miami was banged up.
Are they lucky though?
Yeah. Trust me.
Then if people will say when the Raptors won, lucky because
luck is part of everything. Trust me.
This is what I say, right?
Yeah. It's part of the game.
You remember back in the day when you study for your exams and you prepare so hard. You prepare for your exam so hard that even when they give you the most difficult question, you still have a way, like you come out feeling confident, right? It's all about preparation and how these guys take to the games, right? Like, I mean, luck is a part of it, don't get me wrong. But somebody could have been injured as well in Boston, or somebody could have been injured as well in Golden State. It's all about what ifs. I don't know if it counts anymore in the game because at the end of the day, that's the way it is anyway. That's the way it is. Yeah, people still talk about Raptors. Oh, they were lucky. We're lucky. Like we
played. I'm sure if you roll back the tapes of when Jordan was winning, there were teams that they were incomplete, and then Jordan Bulls beat them.
Yeah.
So it's part of the whole.
It's part of the whole thing. Yeah.
So it is
because it's one thing. If it's one thing to have players not present, but can you take advantage of it?
Right. That's another thing. What do you do with the opportunity you're given? Yeah. All right. So somebody said Bucks will have won if Chris wasn't injured. Well, I don't know, Olu. Who knows, right? We don't know. Should have, could have, we don't know. All right. Yeah, it's been fun. So hopefully when we talk again, maybe we'll be talking about the NBA champions, or maybe we'll be talking about Game 7. Who knows, right?
Yeah, we'll see.
We'll see.
We'll see.
Okay.
All right, fellas. It's been a pleasure. Thanks for joining. Done. Thanks for having us.
Thanks, guys.
All right. Thank you, guys.
Okay.
All right.
Good night, everybody.
All right.
Good night, guys.
All right. Yes. It is what it is right now. Thank you all, guys. Big up to everybody showing up on this show. Come on. Easy. One love, bro. KJ. You're doing well. Jaye, Licious. Thank you so much. Big Mike. One love, bro. Big up. Thank you, everybody. It's been a fantastic moment. Same time. Hopefully Monday or Tuesday we'll be live again. Talking about NBA. Easy. It's all your show, man. Right from here, I'm signing out. Thank you all, guys. Please subscribe to the channel. They call me the Don of Sport Entertainment. This is how we roll on this channel. Smash a like on the video. Please share. Let's do this. It's all about community. We're building up here. Thank you once again. Bye for now.